I seen.
They are.
They are fly.
It's because everybody in the family has been waiting for y'all to come. They have been waiting for you. And when I say waiting, like, because when I first talked about Sinners, everybody's been waiting for you to come and talk about this, the most fabulous movie. Ryan, I have to say, you know, when I saw Fruitvale Station, I was crying. When I saw Creed and Black Panther, I was cheering. Tell me, what was in your whole psyche that you said, I want to scare people?
You know, we were known for like going to Blockbuster, renting as many scary movies as we could, different emotions, so many different flavors to it, and it's a chance for me to get the best people I know in the business to make something and deliver it to the audience. And
messages non-stop. Like, literally, I was sitting there, and I kept, and when I scream, I'm like, the depths of my soul.
That's good.
And that's why when I was saying that we have been waiting for you to get here just to talk about it, excitement. But, you know, Michael, this, I believe, is the 5th time that you and Ryan have worked together.
Yes, ma'am.
So, like, you know, when he calls you, do you not even read the script? You just say yes, whatever it is Ryan calls you about?
It's usually a yes up front, and then let me read it. I'm a little bit of a scaredy cat when it comes to horror.
Oh, my God.
But I think
not one, because if you were scared to make them, you sure scared me. You scared the hell out of me. And just watching everybody. Hailee, oh, my gosh. I said to you, I've never seen you in a role like this in The Sinners. Like, you really had to step out of, I'm assuming. Did you have to step out of your comfort zone to do this character? You walked in the room, I was like, who's that black lady talking? You! Like, you had it. So what is this? So it, like, kind of embodied your family history as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
You really stepped in it. You did that, girl.
Thank you.
Now, Wumi, you, my dear, you are a horror movie veteran, okay? When Lovecraft Country, you-ish. Now, I know people ask you this all the time. I'm just regular. How the heck you hide your accent in this movie? You became that woman at home. You never dropped it to where your real accent came forward.
Yeah, my mom was a little bit freaked out by that.
Who is Lindo? Oh, my God. Delroy Lindo. You can't just say Delroy, you have to say Delroy Lindo. And Sinners to your long list of movies, over your 30-plus year career, Mr. Lindo. When I tell you, and y'all know that's not an easy feat. Like, at 30 years and you're still as relevant as when you started. How does it feel having all that longevity?
Decided to include me in this kind of work.
Yeah, Ryan just has that. Who you decide to cast, Ryan, is so it makes everything, the magic, just flow. I mean, I don't know what goes through your mind when you go, I want to cast certain people, because I talked about this star in the making right here, Miles Caton, and I want to say, I was watching Sinners, and I kept saying, who is this? I was blown away by your performance. I was like, who is this? You ain't even got a Wikipedia page. I was like, who is this? And you know, you affected me in so many ways in the messages that you had in the movie pertaining to your character. I don't know what it feels like to know that everybody in Hollywood is going to be knocking on your door. Is that overwhelming for you to know that? Y'all made such an impact. I wasn't the only one screaming, but y'all made such an impact on people when they went to see an early portion. And thank you for, because normally they send screeners to me at home, but you said, I need you to see this at the IMAX. And thank you for that, because it was just a different experience. But there was a certain legend that shared his opinion on Instagram when he went to see it, y'all. Take a look, right? We had to bleep out a lot of words. But Miles, how does it feel getting high praise from Snoop?
oh, man. Full circle
A full circle moment.
For sure.
And you, Ryan, he gave you 2 blunts up in the air.
Yeah. It's really been great to hear the response.
I can't watch this on regular television. You have got to be in IMAX and see this, because the full effect of what you were trying to do. Now, y'all, please stick around, because the cast of Sinners is sticking around, and up next, we're diving even deeper into this incredible movie. Don't miss it. There was a clip, and at that point I was like, ah! I couldn't even take it. There was a clip from the new film Sinners, and we are back with the cast: Michael B. Jordan, Hailee Steinfeld, Wunmi Mosaku, Delroy Lindo, and Coogler. Now, Ryan, you wrote and you directed Sinners, and I remembered you said it was inspired by your family. And I gotta ask you this. How messed up is your family? Biopic about them. Do your cousins realize what you have said about them?
I mean, I got clearance from everybody, you know.
Okay.
I gave him the heads to kind of remember him, and sometimes I feel like I was conjuring his.
I do want to say, it. You know, we talk about it being a vampire, like, kind of biopic, but it also has so many messages layered through it that, you know, you got this message that was so beautiful and so poignant, and then you still was like, oh, the vampires is coming. So, you know, Michael, watching you played twins, Smoke and Stack. You know, and...
I think the challenge and the duality of both of them, you know, they're so different, but, you know, but the same person in the same way. So Did
you coordinate that? Because there were aspects of Smoke and Stack. You were like, they are, yes, they're almost one.
Yeah, just doing research and a deep dive on twins. You know, when they're in the room, they would always sit. Exactly, and that's kind of what we wanted to do in this film a little bit, too.
Yeah, I love, without giving anything away, Smoke and Stack, you had two different romantic leads, you know, because you were playing the twins.
That is a fact.
Okay, so the two romantic leads were played by Hailee and Wunmi. Okay, so y'all, what was it like playing Michael's love interest?
And I was turning around, and then someone came up behind me, and I was like, who is that stranger? And I turned around, and it was...
Many elements in the Sinners, like Miles. The one thing I gotta say about you, your singing took my breath away. I kept going, this is a baby, you know. But your spirit, you got like an old soul in a loving way. And I said, as you were singing, I said, this ain't a baby, this is a man right here. Miles.
Yeah, I come from a very musical family. I grew up singing in church.
And you know, it's so funny because you say and you got your mama in the audience too. I love a man to bring their mama to the show. Mama said, mama! Playing gospel. It's a lot of people here that know you from the gospel. But you had, and I'm not giving nothing away, but you had a little bit of an intimate scene. The scene, and I'm not even going, but it was nice and intimate. What?
I'm grown.
And Delroy, your character, this Jasmine, it was so many levels you were playing and so many emotions you were drawing out of me. Like, I'm with you, I'm scared for you, I'm screaming for you. Like, what was it like, all of the levels that you had to play? Ryan, you and Michael, y'all have been making movies since you did Fruitvale Station. That was,
Baby.
You know, from that point, 12 years ago, what's the biggest change that you two have seen in each other and the growth that you've seen?
Mogul now, but when I talk to him, it's about his niece and nephew. It's about his mom. It's about how his dad is doing. So it's been an honor to see like what hasn't changed. You know,
To say, it is truly, and Delroy got on me before I use this word, it has truly been an honor for you guys to come here on my show and talk about this phenomenal movie, The Sinner. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you, Michael, because when you came on here to promote Creed, you said you were going to come back.
Yes, ma'am.
And you kept. And I want to tell y'all, Sinners is in theaters Friday, April 18th. Do not wait. You have got to go see this in IMAX. It is something you will not forget. It is absolutely amazing. So run, don't walk. And we'll be right back.